Today's episode of Big Crit was brought to you by Spinning Crane Kick. Whee!
I walk into the party, my name is at the door. I get myself a drink as I make it to the floor. I walk into the party, get my name at the door. But they want more, it's me that made it. Do you wanna take a picture of me?
This week of raiding was fantastic.
We had a good night, we had a bad night, and then we had a really good night.
We had a good start on Terrace in the spring that opened up this week.
Went in there, like, oh, whatever, let's just pull protectors on elite mode. Destroyed them.
That was refreshing. Yeah, nice job, guys. Very clean.
Sulong took a couple pulls, but it didn't take too long for us to finally knock him out.
Good job.
Yay.
Wait, there's a chest in this one. Everybody get into it.
And then we pulled Leishi, and we one-shot her.
Oh, wow.
And then took about 2-3 hours to kill Shadow Fear.
But I mean, he's not hard, and they killed him without me, but that's okay.
We worked on it for a while. I think it's probably about 2 hours or so.
We did stay an hour past raid to get him down, but it was really no problem for Big Chris.
It was a good kill.
It just doesn't feel as epic as wiping all night and being surprised when you get down Empress. But, you know, it was a good night. We got it cleared, and that's what we wanted to do. That was part of what we wanted to do for the week.
So that was night 1. And then night 2 was more Heroic Spirit Kings, because we extended the fucking lockout.
Okay, it's like a little
Really
complicated.
good.
It's gonna be a maddening shout, but you guys can do it. I have faith.
So we were like, let's kill Spirit Kings. Come on, guys. Because last week, you know, we wiped. We wiped out Spirit Kings quite a bit last week. So now, when we came in on Wednesday, we thought we'd kill it, but we wiped a lot. There were certain initiates who were messing up a lot, like wiping us because they were popping shields.
We kind of, you know, start off the night doing worse than we were last week and kind of getting ourselves back to pace. Kind of, you know, really figuring out what we should be doing and how we should be doing it.
So my first night in the guild was Spirit King's progression, and the guild had already had a lot of wipes going into this night, like 65 or so wipes. I had never done the boss before at all. So my first couple of attempts, I died pretty early, and that sucked. I looked like a bad. I definitely, you know, would have been pretty wary of myself if I was, you know, looking at somebody else that was doing that kind of performance. But, you know, after the first couple of attempts, I ended up pulling it out, doing okay.
We had a lot of people whose learning curve apparently was such that we just couldn't learn from our mistakes, and it was just so fucking frustrating.
When you first start a heroic boss, everybody kind of learns together, but because they had already had so many attempts in, and this was my first time, basically what happened was the whole guild's in let's get a good execution attempt and get this shit killed mindset, whereas I was in a what am I doing, where am I going, what do I DPS now, oh my god, a shield, now I'm dead kind of mindset. So it took me about 7 attempts to kind of get more comfortable and end up getting to a point where I felt like I wasn't a complete, you know, detriment to our progression.
Shield in 3. Do not trigger it. Kill the shadow. It's the complete opposite of what I fucking said to do.
Tensions were getting high. People were starting to chew out other people, and people were going back and forth.
It was, oh god, it was just fucking terrible.
People getting killed because they're bad, and people getting angry at people getting killed because they're bad. And I know I got killed because I was bad sometimes.
For the most part, that night it was wipe, and then we were done.
Together, do not kill yourself. Pop any defensives you have. This is the hard part right here.
So that Thursday we come back, and we get in there. Another couple of wipes, but our attempts are going pretty good.
A kill was looking maybe possible on Thursday. It was up in the air.
We should have had it down, and it was just pissing everybody off.
We just never really seemed to put together a kill, and also something always just seemed to go wrong.
And even at one point, I broke the shield, and that could have been a kill. Yes, we did have 4 or 5 people down, but it still could have been a kill. And I knew it, and I just screamed shit so fucking loud. I was so pissed off at myself.
Shield.
Shit!
I didn't know Thera could shout like that.
I don't really know, maybe something just clicked, maybe everyone finally just started not playing like shit, but we finally got a kill.
Everybody did everything right, and we got him down.
We fucking killed Spirit Kings. Finally!
It wasn't, yes, this was a hard boss, we did it. It was a nerd screams of, fucking finally! They can go fuck themselves in the ass, they can go have a fucking gay orgy and die of AIDS or something.
Everybody in Mumble is like, why didn't we kill this sooner? Thank God this is over. But for me, I was like, fuck, that was fun. Let's do that again. Great encounter, in my opinion.
Everything.
Block. Oh, whatever. Thank you, fucking God.
Jesus Christ!
Good job.
Can we never come back to this boss?
Yeah,
Ever.
never.
This boss is my favorite. I want to do it again, please.
Not only did we fucking kill Spirit Kings, but we went in and we fucking, like, 5-6 shot Heroic Elegon.
Not very heroic. Pretty easy boss. That was a little weird.
They were like, oh, we 5-shot it, it's so easy, we just walked in and killed it, but the previous pulls that we put on him really did help.
And all I could think of after we killed Heroic Elegon was, really? They made Spirit Kings that fucking hard, and then they make the next boss that fucking easy?
It was one of those fights where Blizzard didn't seem to put a lot of effort into the heroic mode and just made all the numbers bigger, and everyone was like, oh, that's kind of a new fight.
Definitely makes me feel like it was maybe a bit of a mistake to go for Spirit Kings first. Hopefully we won't make that mistake again going forward in progression.
3, 2, 1.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
You know, it turned from a great week to a fucking frustrating, I don't know what's gonna happen in this guild, everybody's fucking hate each other week, to an amazing week.
So that was pretty good, getting 2 heroic bosses in the 1 week. Well, essentially the same day.
We're 5 of 6 heroic in vaults, and we've killed everything on normal. So I'm pretty sure the game plan is to kill Will, and then Heart of Fear it up.
Oh, the best part? We're on our goal again. We're US 45, I think, 25 man. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to be a top 50 US 25 men guild for this tier, and we are back on track, and that is amazing. I look forward to continuing to raid this tier. It's just those ups and downs, and you got to get through the bad, and if you stick through the bad, then you're good. It's wonderful.
Everyone had a great week. This was like the picture-perfect raid week.
I really like the guild. It's kind of, you know, exactly what I imagined it would be based on what I've seen on their streams and from the show.
We're awesome, and I'm very proud of us.